What's up, everybody? Lucky here from Lucky7MudMowersYouTube.com. I pulled another engine off of one of my pallets I have there. These engines I've been pulling off the pallets, they've been actually sitting for very close to 2 years. Kohler Command 13 pressure loop. Model number C and Charlie, V and Victor, 15S and Sam. What we're going to do first, before we even try to turn this over, we're going to check the oil. Like I said, they've been sitting long enough. Not sure if there's any oil in any of these because the way they've always been sitting. Machines here I actually pulled off of the engines I pulled off of other machines that I picked out of a scrapyard. Does say full, a little watery, but it won't hurt just to crank it over. See what the plug looks like. A little bit dirty, but it's okay. Now I'm going to try to crank it over before I put that plug in there, just to see if there's any moisture in it. Take the air breather off. The filter looks really decent. Looks clean. Have all the springs, everything is set up. There is a hose here missing. Looks like for the fuel. The fuel hose is missing. So it's probably not going to stay running on its own. There's a fuel pump that's missing there too. So little rubber line. That's what it looks like. A little rubber line. It does turn over on its own. Alright, we'll hook up the ground. Get a positive wire here. We're just going to crank it over and see if it turns over a little bit. 12 pi should be it. Sounds pretty good. Good. Put the spark plug back in. Maybe you guys could be able to see the spots there now. That's a spark. right. Some people say starting fluid, ether. You don't want to put too much. Just enough to get it choking. I really do have to make a brace out of an old lawnmower to hold these engines and bolt one down instead of on a pallet. Well, it's over. Not bad for a cold start. We're going to take it outside and put some gas to it, see how good she runs. But before I do that, I need to replace that little rubber line that's right here. That's simple. I don't have to have the camera on filming that. Let me get the gas line, we'll put that on there. Be right back. Alright guys, well, you know, I have it outside now. We got a little bit of rain. We're gonna see if it starts up on its own before I put any ether in it. I do have a little gas line going into a little jug for fuel. We'll see what happens. Gotta wait a little bit because of the gas. Wants to go. Put a little bit of ether in there, get that started. Gonna fly off. I gotta find somehow to get this gas line hooked up there properly. I don't want gas leaking all over like I did on my last video. You guys still see that? Alright. Some choke. Trying to get that gas to work up there. It's gonna take a little bit. Maybe if I bring it up a little bit higher, the gas. Got something to secure it a little bit better. think the fuel pump is no good. That's the reason why it got thrown out. I'm gonna have to see if that works. Alright guys, it's actually the following day since I started this up. What I did is get the ground for this little dial safety switch for the fuel. I disconnected that. I cut the red wire. I unscrewed this, cleaned out the bowl. I had a little bit of gunk in there. And on the top of this little dial, there's a little set screw. Looks like this. Took that off. It actually stops the gas from flowing through. It's a safety little diaphragm or whatever they want to call it. So I took that out. Cleaned the bowl, like I said, cut the wire. I'm going to take it back outside and see if she starts up. But first I want to show you guys something that I made. As you all know, this bottle here, I put my gas line into it, and it used to fall over. So I drilled a hole, put a valve stem in there. The bottom of the valve stem, I put a brake line. So it actually sucks through the bottom for the fuel. Then what I do, I grab the brake line, gas line, and I fit it on here. I have a nice tight fit on it, so it's like you have to screw it on there. Once this goes on here, so if it tips over, I don't have to worry about the fuel leaving. Or if I wanted to, I could flip it upside down like this. As you see, no gas is leaking, which that is cool. So, nice little test gas can I have here. So now we'll take this outside and we'll see if she starts up on her own. Now I think I got the problem with the fuel system set up. Alright guys, so as you see, I got my little gas can set up there. Get the line going there. And I didn't take that off yet. Let's see if it starts up and see if this pump works. Try to raise up a tad bit. Yes, once again, I put it back on the bench. I'm going to find out why it's not getting fuel. We're going to check the fuel solenoid again. I'm going to take this up hot to see what that is, see if there's any fuel in the bowl. If there is not, we're going to flip it on the other side and we're going to try that pump, see if the pump works. I have a feeling the pump, the fuel pump, bone dry. Float is fine. Put that back up there. That's what I was talking about earlier, since I have this off. Where is that little set screw? That little set screw I told you right there, it goes on top of here. And there's a little hole right there where the fuel travels. If you take this hair off, stick it in here. Now you have a spot for the fuel to go through. Should stay down because there's no power to it. If there's power, if I'm not mistaken, the power will make it suck in and it'll let the fuel come in. But if there's no power, it should go out. So you might have to connect it back and we'll see. First, I'm going to solve the problem by find out why it's not getting fuel. There's a little fuel pump here. I'll make sure that's all connected in there. So I'm going to have to get, looks like a 10mm socket. Looks like maybe a 3/8 will work. Oh, it's a 10. I had these fuel pumps, the little arm in there that runs on the cam, arm came loose. And if it did come loose, it means the pump's no good. Sounds good. Looks okay. So that's not the issue. Pump is working. Back in there. Whenever you take these apart, they have a little gasket in there. You might want to put a little bit of sealant in there. But again, the reason why I'm not doing it is because I need to find the issue and I don't want to seal it up in case I have to replace the pump. And if you don't seal it up, you're going to have oil leakage. Seems like the governor's working good. Choke. Everything looks alright so far. I hate doing this stuff up on the bench. But in this case, I have no choice. I'm tired of bringing in and out of the garage. How to do this with one hand, you know. Alright guys, I searched all over the place. I can't find another fuel pump, so what I'm going to do is just take this one here completely off. We're going to take it apart. We're going to check the diaphragm inside. Pump itself. I might just replace it too. You can tell it hasn't been getting gas in there. There's rust inside that pump area. Tell you what, ever since I had that accident with the mud mower, everything I do, I try not to hurt myself, and I'm kind of scared of this little knife because it's sharp. I'm afraid I'm gonna stab myself. Yeah, you can tell this gas line is old. screw don't want to come off. I don't know if the camera could pick it up, but if you can see the little rust in there. Because the tell it's getting gas on the bottom. It's not getting gas on the exterior part. You can see the rust that's in there. Hope you can. Alright. Now we're going to take this hair off, which is 4 little screws. Inside there, you're going to have a little diaphragm. Get a little. Get the right socket. Oh, can't find it. We'll just get a screwdriver. On here, you always got to remember right side on, you got the in, and you got the exit. So when it goes back on, you got to make sure you put this right back in the same spot. I want to take this apart, see what it looks like on the inside. Make sure it's not plugged with dirt and grime. Should have a little spring in there. There is some dirt there. I'm going to take that blaster. There's that spring in there. Looks clean on one side, so it is working. Take this whole apart and clean inside there.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small.
That's what they call the diaphragm that's on there.
We can sit together.
So that looks pretty good.
It's so beautiful. You and me, we meant to be.
That's oil.
In the great outdoors,
Where it comes from.
forever free.
Oh, you know what it is? Last okay. So something's stopped. Slide this hair out.
Sometimes you need to go and take a step back to see the truth around you. From a distance you can tell.
Looks pretty good to me.
You and me,
It looks okay.
we're meant to be in the great outdoors, forever free.
You guys can see this.
You and me,
Looks okay on this side. Alright. Trying to put everything back. So it was on this side here. Diaphragm goes this way. Alright. So when this goes in, I go just like this. And make sure it sits in just right. If you don't do it just right, this gasket will leak. Now, these here, see how this is all worn out in this one spot on the arm? It's possible the cam is not making enough adjustment for it to go. So be able to do that, I like to bend it just a tad bit. Just a little bit. Give that little snug on there, on the cam. So it's possible pump is not hitting the cam properly. So we're going to put these back in, which is the lines. We'll do this one here, that's the bottom. Make sure they go in there straight. Being plastic, you don't want to cross thread it. You don't have to go too tight. Usually I will put some thread tape on there. But in this case I'm just trying it, so I get it running and go and use this machine again. Engine. I already know what's wrong with it, so therefore I could be able to put some silicone. Now this here, what I'm gonna do, I gotta replace that line. I gotta get another line. Here's my gas line. Get a little piece off of this one. Place this in there first. I'm going to get these little ties here. Try to hand tight turn it. The reason why is make sure you don't go and bend that rod a little too much, and you're hitting the wrong spot on the cam. All right, we got everything all set. I'm gonna give it some juice. Hook up the gas line. See if she gets gas. I should take this hair off, huh? I don't want it to start up. I just want to see if it's going to be shooting out of gas. No gas yet. Try one more thing. All right, so I determined the fuel pump is no good. This is probably the reason why they junked the tractor. It does run. How good it runs, I don't know, because I couldn't have it running for a long period of time. So I'm probably gonna have to try to look for a fuel pump for this engine, and then I could be able to do another startup on it when I get the fuel pump. But until then, put everything back together. Kohler command, 13 horsepower, pressure lube, does run. It ran on the ether. If I sprayed gas in it, it did run. When I had it up and running, it sounded okay. It didn't sound like it was knocking or anything. It is not getting no fuel. It's getting spark. So it's just telling me that the fuel pump is no good. I have to replace the fuel pump. I said that a couple times already. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's kind of like bummed out because I couldn't really get it started for you guys, but see you in a little bit. Always thumbs up. Check me out, Lucky7 Mud Mowers, YouTube.com. Also check out all the videos I have listed up on there. Please hit that subscribe button. Thank you very much. All have a good day.